Hello. How are we doing today, ladies and jelly spoons? I hope we're doing well. What's up, Ragnar? How's it going, dude? Happy Monday to you. Going on. Just as I started streaming, the neighbours are sort of. I'm in the studio. Their garden is at the end of the window. Right there, they just started. I don't know what it was. Leaf blowing, chainsawing. I don't know, some noisy motoring. No, it's not really. It's not really. It's yet another day. Yay! Yet another day. Happy Monday though. Hopefully, I've not been anywhere near my computer the week. But hello. I did manage to play some Call of Duty over the weekend though. I missed a bunch of text messages. Sorry, I was playing Call of Duty over the weekend. I was playing Call of Duty over the weekend. I haven't played it in bloody ages. So I've just seen a message I've got to respond to. How are you doing today? The fishing game, yes. I was doing some fishing. Because the problem is they do double XP weekends, and because I don't play during the week, I have to try and cram in as much codding time as I can make over the weekend to make the most of the double XP. I mean, anyway. I mean, it's relatively. Oh, my eye started to spasm as I said that. My eye, it's relatively stress-free, relaxing, and all that kind of stuff. Although it is running around like a. I don't really do the running around and sliding all over the place. I do a little bit of sliding, but not non-stop sliding all over the place. It's right. Yes, Ragnar, thank you so much, dude. 67, 2 off the holy number. Nice. Thank you so much. What was your weekend like? Tell me. Where's the... Paid for that? Nope. Indeed not. We're only 9 minutes into the stream. Actually, no, that's a lie. 8.8 minutes, 6 seconds. How you doing today, dude? How was your weekend? Happy Monday to you. I just need to send this message. Right, there we go. Crappy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. You're not the boss of me. What am I going to say about that? However, we are going to be doing some painting. I just needed to send a message to a friend. I was playing Call of Duty. I wasn't in Discord or anything, and it was a nightmare. I didn't. So I play hardcore modes basically, and I do have hardcore free for all modes. That's like everyone against everyone. My friend joined my team, and then it took me ages to realize that A, they'd join me, and B, that free for all wouldn't let me start a game because I had free for all activated. By the by, I am melting. Holiday stuff. Where are you off to? Where are you off to? Tell me what you're off to. We are going to be doing some plasma. We did start this on Friday's stream, obviously. We will be doing a little bit of plasma. And then finishing these lads. Trying to get stuff moved off the table in a way and so I can get photos and all that sort of stuff. You're the judge. I know you're the judge of me. I know you're the judge of me. Terrible. Are you going to Sweden for a week? Are you seeing friends there, or just strutting around, or deal? Relaxing, hopefully. Some of that old-fashioned relaxing. Can you imagine relaxing in this day and age? Crazy. A friend has a holiday and a birthday. How old are they? How old is your friend turning? Right. So, as I said earlier, we were starting to do... Something's looking weird. Ah. It's this. I wondered what was going on with that. Yes. Gotta have the goals visible. She was brought out for a skull, so sudden vacation. Ah. I don't know, 32, I don't know if that's acceptable, True Gold. Might be. Who knows? I really don't know, Ragnar. What's everyone's opinion? I don't know your age. I don't know Dave's age. It's all about judging, so he must be very old. He must be very, very old. Older than time itself, potentially. So, Plasma, we had started Warpstone Glow. We need to start going, glazing in some moot. Do a little bit of moot action. Then the Supreme Bilious Green. Then a bit of white, and then a tickle more of... Well, I'm not sure about the green. We could go yellow. We could go yellow, might be the supreme option. Yes, it is the option. Green can do one. What's up, Icarus? We're talking about ages, and Dave, I was just saying Dave is very judgy, so he must be very old. Green, I don't know, I'm not really, it's just going to be Plasma Tree. It's going right against some red armor, so it's not going to look great. But folks, it looks like, did we see the did anyone get into the Horus Heresy 3.0? Like, did they buy any of the box set action? Been a bit of a disaster sales-wise by the looks of it. Like, I've seen a bunch of people selling it at, like, I don't want to say cheap, because as we know, it's GW, nothing is cheap. But 35% off, for example. I'm younger than you. Surely not, Ragnar. Find that very hard. Very much like the weapon you're building. Some sweet, sweet plasma. What's all same colors? Okay. What am I looking for? I'm looking. It's not a rhetorical question. I was actually looking for. Was it here? I think I typed in green plasma, and I was seeing if anyone else had done like a glowing effect. You still have the original? Proper old school. You're proper old school. Love it. The Heresy kit, 6 Marines, 2 weapons on tracks. Well, that's some modeling thing they're giving you. They're giving you the joy of more modeling things. I'd imagine it's a complete nuisance. Like it's either I mean a 2-part mold, definitely. Let's see. Okay, all right. Because black armor is your doom. Should have thought of about that before you started collecting Dark Angels, surely. Oh, Silo, how's it going, dude? Oh, the re-released, the Age of Darkness box set. If it's any consolation, I also have yet to finish it. I have started building things. Keep getting sidetracked. Just 3 rulebooks. Airfix is a Rust kit that does very well. Yeah, not try. It's been ages since I've looked at Airfix. Donkey's years. Solo, where did you win that from? That's awesome. Oh, from Humbrol? Oh, okay. Is that water-based or enamel? Like, thinking of Humbrol, it makes me think enamel, but I don't know. That's true. Silo, that's awesome. H&S Evolution. Didn't say no to one of those. Spent £5. Seems like a good return of investment there. Definitely. That's very nice. Congratulations on that. Oh, it's acrylic. Huh. It's been so long since I've used Humbrol. I don't even know what they do. I mean, apart from, I assume they still do the old enamel paints they used to do. Okay, so we need to blend those. We're gonna have to zoom in on this. This is not doing anyone any favors. Oh, wrong camera. There we go. It's better. Not sure on green plasma? That's all right. Everyone's different though, thankfully. Yeah, it's going to take a while. Thankfully, I'm never in a rush. Oh, it's okay. We'll get there in the end. Managed to cancel my debt. So I ordered a desk back in April. Basically, what is that? 3 months ago. Almost to the day, in fact. April 26th. So, yeah. 3 months, 2 days ago. I ordered it and never arrived. Never arrived. So I even, like, I'd spoken to the builder like 3 times. Look, you deliver it. He said, first of all, okay, it's coming in May. Then he said, oh no, we lost one of our people. It's coming in June. And then they said, oh no, you have to wait 2 to 4 weeks. Which was today being the end of the 4th week, beginning of the 5th, really. But it's cancelled it. Terrible. Now I'm back to square one, which sucks. Spherical objects. What's the law of what? I have no idea. 0 law. So we're going to have to do some... But yes, I did manage to watch some Sharp over the weekend, which is obviously very good. Is it It is indeed a Dreadnought arm. Got no idea if it's correct or not, but it's what's going on. So it's going on this one. So yeah, hopefully we need to do. But the inside of the wet palette is. No, I've not. I've only been watching the like Sharp episodes. I've not watched any surrounding like content yet. Functioning Baker rifle, very nice. Well, I do. Well, I know. Well, admittedly, Icarus, a year and a half of that, I was like living out of a box and unable to do anything. I have reopened commissions. I have actually reopened commissions. Finally. To some degree. Like. This bit of Lamy and medium. About this. This might be functional. That's through my website. Yes, it is. Do I have a command? That's a rhetorical question. Helps if I can spell commission correct. Huh? That's not the correct page. That's not the correct page. That's the old correct page. We've now moved on to a new correct page. Let me get that for you in just a moment. Yeah, that's completely Not correct. Give me just one more. I do need to start writing blog posts again. I've managed to do an entire one blog post. Which is the one I did last week. So we're going to remedy that situation. Little Legend Little Legend always does snazzy work. It's verging on disgraceful, what it is. I do like their stuff a lot. Okay, so the issue is this image here is the correct size for these things, for these images, right? It's not the correct size for like being like the whatever this image is. So evidently I need to bear that in mind in future and have all these words really crammed into the center so that when it becomes the latest post, it's all legible. But yeah, my website is that image is about to become last month's image. That, for some reason, I don't know what's going on with this one. There's supposed to be a picture here, but there isn't. Hey, it's me. And obviously, nothing is a must-read, apparently, at the moment. Scenery. We're about to get into, I promise I have scenery is on the agenda. Yes. I hope I'm going to print a lot of scenery over the next week or so. And there's a Dreadnought. So we are going to get back to blogging because I do actually enjoy it. It sort of keeps me vaguely. Then I have like a written. What's the word I'm looking for? A written thing. Keep me on track when it comes to projects, basically. Because otherwise, as you know, I can't stay focused. But there is a high quality blog post crafted by my own saucy hands. I love it when you call someone, introduce yourself, ask if it's okay to speak and go through security, and they say yes. Then when you ask the question, they ask who you are. God. What is it? I honestly dealing with these things these days. Mission page. Terrible. But this is the book. I need to change the alert. Is it on StreamerBot, which does that? Commands? No command there. It must be on Cursed Discord. I mean, PhantomBot. Going the way of the dinosaurs. You really have. You have been asking for bloody ages. Problem was, I think when you first asked, I was just winding down, and then I've been out of. Then I've literally been. Then I moved to my grandmother's old house, and it's taken me forever to get back to where we are now. Where's PhantomBot? Bloody hell! I need to find PhantomBot. PhantomBot. That's the release page for it. Hold on, I'm just trying to find this so I can get this bloody. You know what? We're actually changing bots entirely. I can do a brand spanking new command. Commission add. Mission? I just need to find out how to get rid of the old one. Smash that in there. Actions. Speak louder than words. Add. Sorry, folks. I'm not ignoring you. Promise. Although it might look like that, I promise you. I'm typing in this new command thing. Twitch, chat, Send message. Announcement. Commissions. Right. Yeah. Commissions or commission? I think it might have been just commission. I've already forgotten the it's commission singular. It's a singular commission. Right. So BadgerBot is completely incorrect. I need to locate that bot and nuke that command because it's spitting out. You literally gone grey hairs? Well, listen, you can't rush. You can't rush a good thing. That's what I always tell people. One can't rush perfection. And various other comments like that. The blood bot tab called Loaded Dice. Is that a website? Oh, it's an actual legit website. It's not a website for Loaded Dice. Community Etsy. Screw you, Etsy. InSync. LSync. What? Where's this damn bot? That was a hashtag. Oh, it was Boosty. I thought it said Booty. Is that it? That's Nightbot. Curse you, Nightbot. Thricefold. Let's extend the browser out. Get maximum amount of tabs. All 183 of them. Psh. Found it. Oh! That's what I'm talking about. Section. Need to extend the browser out the full width. Because otherwise you can't see 183 tabs. Yes, I will. The bot. Is it online? It's saying it's offline. I honestly I can't wait to get rid of this bot. I can't wait to get. It's going to be a great time. I've updated invalid input fee. Per user cooldown. Okay, commission might work. Losing your place to cause IRS what doing commissions, cause issues during commissions. BadgerBot did. I honestly, who is spitting out the BadgerBot on Twitch is doing. I apologize for spamming chat, my own stupid commands, but I want to see what's going on. Okay, so that's BadgerBot doing that, and then then that's StreamerBot doing the second one. Okay, right, that's good enough. We'll just have to nuke the other bot at some. Right, now let me catch up in chat. I'm Icarus. Now the question is, I set it up that it should email me saying that I have a notification over on site. Like it should forward from my hosting to my Gmail, basically, which I use all the time. I'm a Gmail person, and I should have things forwarded to Gmail if everything's gone according to plan. Question is, you know what they say about plans? Yeah, nothing's appeared yet, so that's Anyway, general rule of thumb is yeah. I was literally just about to say, like, general rule of thumb is I only have like one level of painting that I generally do, which is vaguely kind of like this. So that's base coat, potentially a couple of shade coats, and a couple of highlights and edge highlights. I don't always like. Normally, the generic version of my stuff doesn't come with like pigments on the feet or anything like that. But weathering is an upgrade option. I've never done a Titan. I would honestly, I've got a Titan. I would genuinely feel very hesitant about taking on a Titan right now, to say the least. Knights, yeah, sure. But I'm hope, you know, I've got to figure out all the things. Generally, I will buy the thing, or you can send me the thing as long as it's unbuilt. Etc. Right. That looked like different browser. Right. So, bit more glazing. That's the wrong brush. I think I think they installed a new plugin, which is why email hasn't appeared yet. I need to either delete that plugin or delete the other one. I think that's the issue with the forwards. It's not my want since they're the scale I can paint myself. You got 112 kits, including it. Hell. That is a lot. I need to drink some coffee before I pass out. Oh, yeah. Okay, that sounds like an email that, I mean, an automatic response that I did type. So that is correct. Is I could might be able to log in back end. Yeah, so I know off the top of my head that there's a plugin I need, because the theme I use, they've decided to add their own plugin for email for SMTP. So I'd already installed another one. Then they basically added their own one in, and I think that's buggered things up. So I need to make sure I go and clear that, fix that issue. But I will have your email in my WordPress. It won't be another. It won't be another year. It's just yeah. Oh god, you know what? That could have done with some sugar. So a little bit of bilious green. A little bit of bilious green. What are we all doing this week, folks? I'm streaming today. Homebrew chapter. Tell me what was the deal with your homebrew chapter? Okay, we're getting there. Right. Have to find a page I typed. I discussed with you at the time and developed it over many months. I can't really paint Marines etc. very well. You can do Titans, yeah. No, I understand, Icarus. It's I did go through a bit of a phase of having shaky hands due to stupid medication. So I do understand. Right. Oh, all right. What's going? All being very. So we do have to wait a little bit longer. But it was the hair on my arm just brushing against the desk, just tickling me. So Hey, Rusty, what's going on? Yes, doing a little... Well, we're finally getting this little bit of plasma done. Finally getting this little bit of plasma. And then we got to paint some of them. That leg. The Plague Bearer flesh, green, whatever color that is. It's all wrong. We gotta fix it. But I thought we might as well do this first, if possible. How are you, Rusty? Happy Monday to you. Wait a little bit longer. It's not going to be a great glow. I'm not massively into like plasma glow. So it's normal Legion colors, almost thinly coated with a new chapter mark. Basically, folks that didn't fit in. Gotcha. Those look cool to the green. Look like an old army. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Well, it's there are some Ultramarines. Very good, obviously. Oi, oi, Reno. What's going on, dude? Happy Monday to you. Hope you're well. How was your weekend as well? I'm all right, Rusty. I'm doing okay. Got various issues to work through. Slowly getting there, though. But I thought we'd get this thing finished, at least. I'm not really sure, like, I was going to go darker down the center of these coils up here, but I was wondering maybe we put the white all the way up. I don't know if that's really a good idea. It's not perfect, obviously. It's all right, Chris. No, you're not. It's okay. That was a theory, but since then, new kits have emerged that change things slightly. Your choices would be different. So waiting 3 years has only worked out for you. Potentially. Or not. Right. So. A little bit more of this Bilious green, the best green of all time. I don't know why I'm doing the screen like this. Little whatever that is. Probably not the best. Yes, I love it when you do your part. Thank you very much. For some reason that alert's covering my face, which I know is probably incredibly upsetting for everyone. I will remedy that, in fact, by just hopefully picking up the right alert bit. That's the... Anyway, thank you very much for tickling that button. Well, I promise I used to have one which the GIF bit aligned with the audio bit. Now it's cut off a bit late or a bit short or whatever. I can't find the exact combination of GIF and sound alert to go along with it, so I might have to just cut my own. But I do need to watch that film. I've been saying that for weeks. Trying to remedy it. Hey Frank, what's going on? What am I painting? That's a very good question. Technically, it's a plasma gun for a dreadnought. Right here. For my second company of Ultramarines. He's already got a multi-melter, but I thought it's blue tacked on, so I thought, well, for the photos, we can give him a plasma as well. That's what we're painting right now, but we do have a few other things. We got some jungle lads to do a little bit of painting on. We did finish last week, or was it the week before? What day we're on? We did finish our little free guard chap right here, Jeff. He is finished, and also our 3D printed Saturnine bad boy. I love that. I am very fond of it as well. I missed out on the official GW version. I'm trying to remember I think the feathery wingy bits were larger, or the feathers were larger. I can't quite remember, truth be told, but they were more. Well, they were different. They were different. So I do have my second company of Ultramarines basically finished. What I need to do is rebase them. Like, they all need the Goblin Green action. So I'm not looking forward to it. I've got like 109 of them to rebase, and it's going to be very strenuous on my brain. I'm not looking forward to it, but we will do it. Weekend cancelled your Warhammer. Yes, you were due to mental health, Reno. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully, like, you will get there soon, TM. Sooner, very soon. Ultramarines, the finest Marines in the world. The Ultra Lads. I don't know if I put did I put a picture on Cursed X? Let me see if I did a problem is there's a lot of them, and trying to get them all on the same page, like all in the same photo, is rather difficult. Oh, I did. Let me show you. Obviously that I'll show you I'll whip up the correct page. So we need to rebase. Oh, wait. Steady. All of these lads. So we have one Dreadnought already, right? We got 100 and... this is actually... I was actually telling a Porcupine. 105 right here. I have I've got a Banner Bearer. I've got the Captain, which came in this box set. I've got Lieutenant Sicarius, and I got the Captain Sicarius as well model. No, hold on, we're going to back that up. We're going to do... We got the Captain, Lieutenant Sicarius with Twin Lightning Claws, the superior option for that miniature. Frankly, for many miniatures, the superior option. So we've got those two to do. Captain, Lieutenant, Banner Bearer. We've just done the Chaplain. Librarian. And I have one more box naught to paint. I got one more box naught to paint. End up in local GW store, met the nice manager there and got paint. Hey, nice one, Reno. How dare you, Dave? You take that back, young man. You take that back, you utter rascal. So many cool bases must die. I know. Bobby G is the, what, second only to what, Dawn? Never? Oh, Vulcan lives, does he? Well, does he? Does he really? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. So yes, in answer to your question, Frank, we're painting the arm of a Dreadnought at the speed of a startled slug. Just so you know. That's the only speed we paint on this channel. Startled slug speed. Right. Oh, hello, Betty. Seagull's going absolutely mad. I got 4 marks of marine armor in my pile of shame. No, it's not pile of shame. It's future content. Well, at least that's what I rebranded it to. I don't do the pile of shame. I do future content, and that's it. I assume it couldn't just send you them for you to paint a handful, then return the ones. I prefer to build like a defined amount. Icarus. Right, and like do a bunch. Maybe like a box at a time, yes, but Rogel better come back in a massive Saturnine Leviathan Dreadnought. Ah! You reckon, Rusty? You reckon that's how he's going to come back? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I really don't. Obviously, they need to bring him back, though. They need to bring him back. We need another Primarch. 40k needs another Primarch. And it needs to be a good one. Like, we've got Bobby G, and then we've got Lionel, who's like mediocre at best, as we know. So Rogel really makes the best choice. Vulcan will return. You reckon? Are we defined in the arranging, not just throwing boxes at you? Dawn will return as a brick wall. Reno, yeah, you might be right on that one. Some very snazzy gold brick walls. Well, the thing is, Rusty, for 40k, we've already got Snaky Boy, Wingy Boy, Demon Nipples, and Angron. Couldn't think of their names. We've already got 4 Demon Primarchs. So, I mean, really, and like on the good side, got, you know, Bobby G, my boy, and Lionel. That's it. You know, it's not great. Needs some more hot Primarch action. Dawn will want his glove back. They're all scum. Dave. Just chill. Right? It's gonna be okay. They're not all scum. They're very nice people. The Khan would be sweet in a rocket-powered dread. You reckon that's going to happen? Isn't he lost in the warp or something? I can't remember what the deal is with them, truth be told. Angry Ron is the best. I mean, sorry, the hashtag best. He is good. Like, it was strange. Like, when he came out, I thought, ooh. Have a quick look at him. There was an issue, like, evidently I didn't buy him. I got put off him. I think it was, well, let's look at it and find out. World Eaters. I'll keep an eye on the paint as well. And this is not shopping, by the way. Just so you know. Good. I'm glad we had this conversation. Why is this window? Screen share? Okay. Right. Skedaddle. So. Here he is. Gaz for the next Primarch. I mean, he is due for another miniature, surely. He is due a 4th miniature, right? Well, or is it? Well, I mean, technically it would be a 5th miniature, right? Because he had his, like, there was a first one, which was a bit. Then there was his first proper one, then a second, and then a third. Corvus will already be back as a demon crow on Lorgar's porch. You reckon? That's true, Icarus. That is very true. The car needs... I was in a webway. So, I remembered why I don't like this miniature so much. I'm not massively keen on the weird... This turnaround image was better. I'm not massively keen on a couple of things. Like, this area here of the wings. Like, the weird... This area. The knuckly... I get knuckles? I don't know what area of the wings these... I just don't like it. It's minging. Secondly, the muscles. Surely they're like... Those are space... done like... biceps, right? So it would extend up and down this way. There's no lateral for the flapping. Sure, there needs to be some like lateral lats. Is that the right? I don't even know what bird muscles are called, but like the muscles seem like the wrong orientation. There seems to be needs to be like surely a load of muscles down this way. Like it's very weird. I just generally don't like the wings, I think, and also the tail. I wasn't massively clear. I didn't realize he had a tail. Where is it? Stupid thing. I'm very judgmental about that tail. Normally, I'm all about it. But not this time. Fangron Fly, though, surely just uses extra fit. I've no idea, truth be told, Reno. I got no idea what he does. I don't even know if he knows what he does. We're going to run some of this bad boy over everything on the lower end. It's going to go up into the white bits, and then we just have to go about and do like a... I think this is where it goes tits up, to be honest. Surely, I think he does fly. Surely, because like then he can have epic fights in the sky with Sanguinius. Oh wait. I saw a channel turn Angron into an orc. Really? I've not. I don't think that's not sounding familiar. I'll have to hunt that down at some point. Okay, so a little bit of fluorescent yellow. It's functional. It's not great. It'll do the job. I need some bilious green. I need a splodge of bilious. I'm not entirely sure about that. Not tried. I've not done that before. I don't know. It looks a bit rough, to be honest, but I think that's probably a needing to practice situation rather than anything else. Functional. All right, I'm just going to call that done. Otherwise, I'm never going to never move on. I think he also made the line into an Eldar. Oh, really? Very, very apt. So, I do have another Dreadnought to paint, but I won't be doing that on channel, like on stream at least. That'll be on probably be a YouTube video or something. At some point, I don't know. It'll be a thing anyway. I just did that. So next up, we're going to go get the jungle lads. But I've got a bunch of like fantasy scenery to print coming weeks. I've got a bunch of fantasy scenery to paint over the coming week. Looking forward to doing that. We've got auxiliary. That'll do that. Well, that's good. We've got that done. Yeah, we've got a bunch of fantasy scenery to print. To paint. To print, yes, and to paint. But we've also got, we do actually have a Primarch. Talking about Primarchs, we've got Conrad here. Need a little bit of work done to tidy him up. Really creaky door downstairs. Super creaky. You think Angron killed Yarrick? You want Gaz to rip him a new one? I mean, potentially. Potentially. So we do have a Primarch to sooner I get him on a base, the better. I'll be less concerned about this bit flying off. But now, got some of these boys. Well, we're doing black weaponry, so we'll break out the Black Legion, whatever color the Black Legion I think is the right one. Mr. Skin Capes himself, yeah. I'm looking forward to painting. He does have a sweet cape. 10 out of 10. If I could find it. Gone AWOL. That bad boy's gone AWOL. No, I have it right here. I have it right here. Look at that sweet cape. Got lots of fleshy bits. I need to do a bit of cleaning up on it, but we did struggle a little bit getting a clean print off this particular bit. The first time I did it, I'm trying to remember which area. I think this area. It sort of got compacted, like some layers got crunched, and there was like a whole load of layer lines. I think it was like it. I'm trying to remember how it was printed on the actual print plate. It was either this side or this side which got completely buggered by the printing stuff. So we do have him to paint. We've also got Abaddon right here. I've got his cape there. We do have this boy. He might be like a YouTube time. He's got a bunch of tidying up to do though. Like those are rivets right there. Those little bobbles. Those bobbles were supposed to be there. However, that bobble, for example, isn't. Along with that one there. Get my pointing knife out instead. That bobble there needs to go. We need to fill in some gaps there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bobbles which are supposed to be there. I'm not. That one there is supposed to be there. I'm not sure what that is. I think that needs to go. I'll need to double check the image actually. The only reason I think they're supposed to be there is because all 5 of them are there as well. And the auxiliary bobbles. So yeah, we need to clean up. He has been in a scrap though, so with a Tyranid thing, so we expect he's got scratches and gouges on his armor all over. So right, I need some more coffee in me, and then we can get to painting. We got weaponry to paint. We got some bug armor, you know, carapace stuff. And we got some leather. Oh, going on. They were really struggling to get the contrast paint on. That's why I never. On Friday's stream, I was contrast paint in general was not sticking to these boots. Like in these white spot areas here. On like right here, the paint was just not sticking at all. The resin is all cured, and I've not been sort of getting my grubby mitts all over them, so I think we just need to hose it down some really thick black. And if that fails, they're going to be walking through some really thick mud. Like there'll be tactical mud splashes all over the place. Sir Kel, hello, how you doing today? What's going on? Happy Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. Did a big chunk of Rogue Trader DLC... Oh, really? How was it? Was it very good? How many hours did that take up, Reno? The Armless. No, it's all right. No need to apologize there, Rusty. Well, sir, what's going on? Happy Monday. I'm going to use some dark flesh. I've not used it in donkey's years. Literal donkey's years. I've no idea how it's going to fare. We're just going to slap it on the boots and see what happens. I see, there we go. Paint from the good old days works. It's this newfangled stuff which doesn't. That's the problem. It's your newfangled paints. We will, once we've got this coat of paint on, we'll use that as a foundation to go back and get the right coverage. But yeah, that's the problem. It's a newfangled paint. It's buggered. Weekend was way too short. It's funny how that happens, isn't it? Just like disappears. What's the plan for the week? There's obviously a very reddish color. It is one of the finest colors. Second, 2-ish was about your imperial death cult. Bloody hell. Don't want any of that action. Stay away from the death cults. Maybe next time that goes on sale, I'll actually buy it. I keep umming and ahhing about it, Reno. I keep getting close to sort of buying it. I add it to the cart and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to the buying, I sort of chicken out at the last minute. I usually look at how much it's costing, like all the things, and I got to sacrifice some things, and it's usually that for one. New paints, new problems. Tell me about it. You've not strayed from... Well, I stray all over the place when it comes to paints. I'm not sort of... As long as the paint is the right sort of color and it suits the bill, suits the job, I'm happy. I mean, it does certainly make things easier when it comes to sort of army painting or whatnot, like staying consistent. Oh, what a fantastic color this is. Saving my life. Worth it just for the amount of game time you'll get out. Well, this is what people keep saying, Reno. And like, it's an RPG, right? Thing is, I don't know. I don't really have time for as much of those like I used to. Like in the good old days. In the good old days. Let me tell you, I had at least some time. Excuse me. Not an old game either. Season Pass 2. Maybe. Maybe. Rogue Trader was an awesome game. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, never say never. It's literally just a time thing for me. I've barely got time for the games that I know I like at the moment. Like Call of Duty, for example. When Battlefield 6 appears, I'm going to have to do some heavy breathing and talking to myself, saying, don't pre-order, don't pre-order, don't pre-order. And then blinking at the last second and maybe pre-ordering it, like I did with 2042 and regret it. However, we'll see. So shooters are like the main game I like. I've like 7 Days to Die, yes. But beyond that, it's like I don't even have time to try a new game. I've not even finished Space Marine 2 yet. The lore was great for me, who's new to the whole 40k, got me hooked. But Rogue Trade has a lot of reading. I don't mind reading. I love reading. Although, I prefer reading books rather than computer screens, because I spend enough time of the day already looking at the screen. But honestly, I prefer reading a book than a computer screen. Yeah. But however, saying that, if a story is good in a game and it requires reading, absolutely. I'm trying to remember how much it was on sale for last time. Was it like £23 or something? I think I can do £23. I don't know. However, while we're talking about money, I do have a variety of goals beneath my chin, which are also money related. So, what I'm actually looking forward to the most is Pegasus Bridge, which is it works. It goes up and down, which is going to be fun. Okay, we got a little bit more painting to do. Get too sidetracked talking about Second World War games. What is this white line up here? Painted is what. Now painted. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh man, I really like this color. This color's actually... Why did I even buy it back in the day? I'm glad I did. Some deep red-brown boots. Ooh. As much as I sing its praises, it's always good for a good sale. Yeah, no, I usually hold on for sales to buy things. Like, for example, I've been the amount of times, Reno, that I had Total War Warhammer 3 in my cart. It's ridiculous. Last sale it was on, though, I finally blinked and bought it because I thought, God's sake, this is ridiculous, Jolly, and you just buy the bloody game. You know you're going to at some point. You might as well just get it over and done with. So I bought Total War Warhammer 3. However, in that cart was Rogue Trader as well. So I had to go. It's either one or the other. So yeah, we'll get around to buying it at some point. It's a matter of time. You like roguelike games? Do I like roguelike games? I have some. Let me tell you the ones I have. Hold on. How did I do I did a search in my Steam history the other week, and it tags. Here we go. Like and Light. Ooh, action roguelike. So I've got Flame in the Flood. Okay, I'll tell you what I have. All right, roguelike and roguelite. I've got Cultist Simulator, Darkest Dungeon, Dungeon of the Endless. By the way, I was absolutely terrible at Darkest Dungeon. I loved it, but it's terrible, so I gave up. Dungeon of the Endless, Flame in the Flood, never played. FTL, Faster Than Light, which I do like. I'm also just terrible at it. Hand of Fate, Not keen on card games, so didn't really play that. Sovel, which I can't remember what that's about. Space Hack, also not familiar. Sunless Sea and Vampire Survivors. I also have something else that's appealed. Sifu? Sifu. Oh, and Brigador Upper Armored Edition. What's Sovel? Sounds Russian. Not. It's Fantasy Warfare. Why do I even own that? Is that a game I purchased? Cheapskate. Hey, listen. Listen. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Listen, it's in my Steam library, in my wish list, right? I think there might be beneath my chin in the video stuff, like the abouts. There might be my Steam wish list thing. So you can, not be a cheapskate. Show me how to do it. Quasimorph. Definitely not heard of that one. Honestly, the games I like, the games I grew up playing at school, like I played Nintendo games with my brothers and stuff like that. But like the games I played at school were mostly FPS shooters. Wolfenstein, Doom 1 and 2, Quake, etc. on the little school network. That's what I loved playing growing up. I wasn't great, but I enjoyed the hell out of it. This Quasimorph. So I didn't really go down the sort of side of like RPGs and stuff like that. Turn-based extraction RPG. Bloody hell. I mean, that's looking like... be crazy. Pile up the bodies of your clones. Jesus. I'll add that to my... I will add that to my... my what's it? Wish list. Pretty fun. I mean, I was looking at it. What else? I'm just thinking about this the other day. What other games did I play like at school? Syndicate. Loved the bollocks off that game. That was so cool. Absolutely love Syndicate. XCOM. Loved it, but was terrible at it. Which is why, like, I do have the what are the new ones called? Are they also called XCOM? Yes, XCOM Enemy Unknown and XCOM 2. But I do have UFO Defense, Terror from the Deep, Apocalypse, Interceptor, and Enforcer as well. You suck. I loved it. I mean, I was terrible at it. And also, Captain Save Scum to the rescue. Just like, do a move and things worked out well? Yes! Save that bad boy. It's terrible. It's absolutely like, the save folder when I play that game is just absolute carnage. It's just absolutely rammed full of saves left, right, and center. Every so often, like when I do decide to play it again, I do go, okay, try not to save scum this time. We'll attempt to accept our losses, and that doesn't last. It doesn't last too long. But like Syndicate, amazing. I tell you what, there was another game I used to love. Descent. That game was awesome. Loved Descent. Hexen. The other one, Heretic, which I think was the sequel. It was Hexen then Heretic, or Heretic then Hexen. And they were, one was a sequel to the other, right? Thief. Never played that, but I remember watching someone play it. Ultimate Underworld? Yeah, no. What's up, Lean? How's it going, dude? Happy Monday. What's going on? Ultimate, I never got into that. Never got into that. I value my time. Ultimate Underworld. Descent the 3D space. It really was solo. Is it even on Steam? Oh, it bloody well is. 20 quid. Fuck! Seriously? 20 quid? Okay, folks, just in case you're not familiar with Descent. Amazing game back in the good old days. Thank God I had is this gonna play? '95, I was 15. Look at this bad boy. Oh God. I've got those blue balls of doom. They were health balls, missiles, lasers. I think that was it. Jesus Christ. That was like the core thing which you had to shoot. I reckon, was it? Probably, yeah. I'm gonna check GOG and see if I can get it for less than 20. What about the sequels? Were they called Descent 2 and 3, or did they have like weird names? Like Heretic was a sequel to Hexen or whatever. Welding lasers. Oh, CD keys. I'll check them out. Oh, it's just 2 and 3. I don't know if I ever played them. I want to say I did, but we were relying on my memory, which, as we know, is not great. So you got to think, like in 1995, that was a good time. Like it was not just forward and back. It was Descent 2. It was like 360 degrees of motion, which was back then bananas. Oh, I meant to click on Descent 3 instead of yeah, I didn't play these ones. I don't think I played 2 and 3. Those graphics look far too clean. Hey Rusty, we got on to talking about computer games from the good old days. I.e., well, we're talking about Descent right then, but also Hexen, Quake. Oh, no, so hold on, there was Hexen, Hexen 2, then there's a Heretic and Hexen pack. I've got to show you this, so we're all on the same dodgy page. Heretic, Shadow of the Serpent Riders, Hexen 2, Hexen Beyond Heretic, and Hexen Deathwings of the Dark Citadel. Death Kings, sorry. Death Wings. So, this was the first one. This was released 2007. That's incorrect. Incorrect. How dare you. 1998 for this bad boy. 1995. Okay, so this is the first. This is when I played. I don't think I played Hexen 2. And I remember the name Heretic, but I don't think I played that. And was there a game called Thief as well? Maybe I'm getting confused with Hexen. Nudity. Boobs. It wasn't this one. I could have sworn there was a game like this, though, back then. Or was it? Or am I just literally getting confused with Hexen? I'm actually slightly confused. I've not played Thief. I think I wanted to. Ooh, hello. I think I wanted to, but I never got around to it. Anywho. We used to play direct network during lessons when the teacher didn't turn up, which was often, yeah. So basically, like at boarding school, like at the weekend, after lunch, we used to basically leg it back to the house and play networked Doom. Well, Doom 2. I think it was mostly Doom 2, truth be told. I don't know if we ever got around to networking TIE Fighter and X-Wing. Not X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. X-Wing the game and TIE Fighter the game. I don't think we did that. I think it was just the shooter games we did. So, Gabba, you slag? How you doing, dude? Happy Monday. TIE Fighter was amazing. I loved both those games. I remember going to... So when I was living in London at the time. School was up in like outside Birmingham. So I used to take the train home. But when I used to get back home, like the weekend or a half term or whatever, there was an internet cafe in New Oxford Street, which I would go to. I was looking for it, funnily enough, I was looking for it the other day for some, nostalgic reasons, wondering if I could remember the bloody name of it. But there was, we're going, I'm putting the lid on the web. We're going to have a very quick look down nostalgia lane for like 15, 16-year-old me to an extent. But I remember playing TIE Fighter. Which came first? X-Wing came first, then TIE Fighter, right? Is that correct? Or am I incorrect? So. Right. Okay, we're going to go on a little tour of my memory and let's see how bad it is. So this is New Oxford Street. Sorry. That is Oxford Street. Right? That's New Oxford Street. Wait, hold on. Okay. I'm confused. So we go down New Oxford Street. There was an internet cafe. I think it was I think it was down here. I think it was one of these buildings before they tarted themselves up. I think it was... Might have been... Hold on. Steady. Ah, I think. Yes, I think. I have a sneaky suspicion. It was downstairs in the cellar, obviously. One of these buildings down here, like there was a downstairs bit full of internet. There was an internet cafe. Not Easy Internet Cafe. It was before Easy Internet Cafe decided to come along and stick their nose where it wasn't wanted. I'm all right. I'm all right, Gabba. How was your weekend? Did you do any pre-ordering or anything like that? I did a little bit of pre-ordering. I ordered A book. Some dice and the Execrator and the Crusade Ancient. I couldn't resist. I came so close to buying the thingamajig. Gamma's back to his OG name? Yes. Did nothing other than get stuff ready for your holiday? Yo, where are you going? Are you behaving yourself on holiday? You had to get all your naughty gear together. Been a week and you're the first person to notice. I didn't want to pull you up on it. I noticed ages ago. Ages ago. Like a week ago. I still want to mention it. Honest. We are using some dark flesh. We need to add in some more Lamian medium. Didn't know there was a difference. Well, Gabba, with his name. Oh, what? Wait, there's a difference with Gabba's name or like holiday gear and holiday naughty gear? We might have added too much Lamian medium then. We might have made a little bit of an error there. Oh, the name. Palma Nova, But I hope you have a lovely time. How long are you off for? Just so I don't have to send out the search parties and things. Tell you what, I'm absolutely loving this color again. Flippin' Nora, it's good. Suits you, sir. You know what? I've never been to Mallorca. Never ever made it there. Or any of the other Yorkers. I've been to New York. But not any of those ones. Right? I reckon this is like an like a horse riding boot color. You know, that sort of rich reddish brown leathery stuff that you occasionally like. You watch horse riding, which say I don't watch horse riding. I am vaguely aware of what they seem to wear. You had a Fury in the middle of for 6 months. You did. You did. All the thrusting. Wait, is this is that your holiday? Is that your holiday? Or have I just completely got my dear. You're back, Icarus. Show the progress. Hold on. Well, we finished it. Or at least I came to the end of my tether with it. It's functional. I mean, it'll do the trick. It's not perfect. I don't do plasma a whole lot, so I mean, I suppose that there is room to always put some more paint on and stuff like that, but it's functional. And it means I can take a pic. For the dreaded social media. Your pen sander. Nice, Rodney. So I'm gonna have to slap some of this color on these boots as well now. What's going on here? So I believe that was a contrast paint by the name of Ebenezer Good. Speaking of that, we were listening to that on... I think we listened to that on Friday. Friday's morning stream, Gabba, and you weren't here for it. Terrible. Looks good to me. Cheers, dude. Cheers, dude. Like I'm happy with it, but I don't know if I'm truly happy with it, which is a lot of my why I take. I'm never like particularly happy with stuff, so I tend to dawdle. Yeah. We are having a slight issue with the colour on his right boot. Well, both his boots, in fact. It's not seeming to adhere very well. I think there's a colour called saddle leather. I think that's the colour I'm trying to think of. Saddle leather, which is like a reddish brown. Like this. Amen. Yeah, I don't know. I wish that like I know I'm not a fantastic painter. I'm very aware of that. However, I know that like sometimes I can definitely do better, and it just irritates me that I couldn't just kind of like put the miniature down and sort of go, right, screw that, we're done with this. Why it just takes for it? It's very there have been some miniatures where I've definitely just gone like, you know what, screw this one. Absolutely, I very occasionally I do locate the end of my tether and put the thing to one side and forget about it for bloody ages. I'm just seeing on my desk if there's any. For example, no, I don't have any near me. Like I've got this Rat Boy to finish. Like we're not doing this scheme when we do Skaven. We will do Skaven, Gabba, but the purples, like I like the green. I'm just not. I like the green armor with the black. I'm just not sure if the purple's going to work with it. But I like the purple as well. The issue. What did I pre-order this weekend? Dice, books, Execrator, and the Ancient. I didn't. I wanted to, but I didn't order the Combat Patrol. Stayed strong. We stayed strong-ish. Stayed strong-ish. I knew I was going to get the dice and the book. Then I saw that. Then I was like, "Oh god, damn it! We're not going to get the free postage." So I added a couple of things on, and we still didn't get free postage. I thought, "Damn it!" So I just paid the postage. I should have taken the things out, really, but I have. Yeah, Gabba, I did see the old drop pods are getting re-released. That is bananas. We do need to have a look at that stuff. Probably. So this is the Ashwing Helamite. For Necromunda. Great big bugs. We like this? Is chat working? Chat is working, Rusty. We don't do a combined chat, unfortunately. We used to. For example, I think on this page... Oh, hello. There's a combined chat. Yeah? We used to do that. But a certain platform has issues with showing chat from another platform. So I had to nuke it. You've typed this 2 times? Yes, I do see your word. Unless you're swearing. Rusty. You should be good. You finally post your killer cans? They're going to be judged by the internet. I'm sure they're going to be judged very well. GW, their recent performance has really turned me away from getting anything in the future. Yeah, I have said multiple times, like the volume of purchases have massively dived. Recently, like I didn't get Horus Heresy 3.0. I would like to get some power armored, like the Mark II power armored geezers and the not chaplain, the whatever it is, Praetor thing, whatever it is, I don't know. Jeff, I would like to get a box of those at some point, but I'm not in a rush. What are we even looking at here? Some collectible coin. If you go to a store, you've got to walk into a store. So yeah, I'm not like, there's not huge amounts out. I'm not really feeling the same about GW as I used to. I don't hate them. As I said the other day, they'd have to do something pretty drastic to for me to end up hating them. But like, I'm being a bit more you know, careful with the old purchases, I suppose. Where did we see the drop pods, Gabba? Is that in this one? Hey Moon Eyes, what's going on? Happy Monday to you. I'm strongly pondering painting a squad of Praetorian Guards. Yes. But I'm not doing red because so I'm doing Royal Navy Tropical Frock. Cream white. What color should I make the buttons? So hold on. These are coming up for pre-order this Saturday. Terminator Squad. Thingamajiggle. Thingamajiggle. This one. I will get this one. So there's the single drop pod. Bananas. I'm glad they're doing it separately with optional assembly. Because like I really don't. I would imagine getting one of the other ones for like open doors, but I think those are like resized ones for Primaris. Is that correct? You like bugs? You swear you don't swear? Yeah, like I would paint one for like a YouTube project kind of thing. But honestly, like the main thing is, do I like the miniature? And I'm not massively sold on it. I could talk myself into it for a YouTube project, but I'm not in a rush to do that. So as you'll know, or may not know, we used to have Horus Heresy 3.0 goal over there, or over on the other side. We did a 180 on that, and we actually did change that to bolt action. We're actually doing a bolt action kit with some sweet scenery, which is some World War II. If you're not familiar with bolt action, I'm also not familiar with bolt action. Just to clarify, really. But I would like to paint some World War II things. So that is why that goal is over there. You would like to see some World War II. Oh, what the hell was that? I clicked on something. Oh, it was the thief advert. It was a thief thing. I'm honestly fed up with their gaslighting, their ridiculous prices. Absolutely. Yeah. No, I do agree. Their prices are absolutely bananas. No mention of which platform, but it absolutely doesn't start with a Y. Yeah. No. Like Twitch. Twitch does not like seeing chat from other places. It's a Twitch issue. YouTube are fine. It's like Twitch doesn't like seeing a merged chat. Sort of, I don't know, hurts their feelings or something. I don't know what their issue is. However, if you're on YouTube, you're a legend. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I mean, there's also, as always, painted by professionals. Well, I don't even know, like, about it. Sometimes I look at these miniatures painted by GW and they don't really do them justice. For example, I keep banging on about it. Horus Heresy Bobby G. I used to hate it. Hate that miniature. And then I saw I can't remember who did the paint job of it. I wonder if I can quickly hunt it down. Someone else did a paint job of Bobby G, and it was an absolute belter of a paint job. If I can find, it was a few years ago now. Did you see the GK Dread Knight conversion? No, I didn't, Gabba. I did not. Where was it? I give you good luck with painting a muskedaddle. Rusty, look after yourself. Thank you very much for swinging by, as always. Back on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. 4 o'clock UK time. Give or take. No historical? What do you mean, no historical? What do you mean, no historical? Let me see. I'm just very quickly trying to find. We asked Forge World how they designed all 18 Primarchs. Khan Sculptor reveals. Why, oh why, Delilah? Where was the article where they all did like one of the Primarchs? Rob, how do you spell his name? Roboot. Anyway, I'm not going to find it today on stream, evidently. But there was a time that they basically got some people to paint up one of each Primarchs. And whoever did that version, I really liked that. And then I did like a 180 on the Bobby G sculpture statue. And I actually like the miniature now. Don't like historical, it makes you feel uncomfortable. That is fair enough. That is fair enough. His name? Strange spelling. Unfortunately, it is unfortunately history, and I'm not sort of worshipping it by any stretch of any imagination, but I am looking forward to painting it. So I can't find the one I did like, the sort of different paint job, but I used to look at this mini and was like, I'm not massively sure if I like this paint job or the other paint job. I don't know. I can't actually remember what is this the old paint job or is it the new one? Anyway, it was a paint job. I wasn't sold on it. Someone else did a better paint job, and I did. Oh, I like this. I could potentially get this. Pete the Wargamer on Instagram. Good old Pete. History is important, especially the Crusades. Yeah, I know a lot of people are like very Hold on, before we go anywhere, I saw Wilf. He has... I just wanted to show this off because talking about Ultramarines, look at that saucy beast. Oh, what a time to be alive. Oh, oh, beautiful, beautiful. What was I going to look for? Hey, Pete the Wargamer. Balloon Kite, oi oi Savaloy. How you doing? What's cracking? How can I get a blue tick on Insta? How do I become verified? Ooh, okay, I see it. Huh. So the Dread Knight is like a... I mean, this is a massive dreadnought. Like the Dread Knight, as I understand it, like there's some geezer sitting inside it. You know, like I mean, this is very, very good, right? But like, I'm not massively keen on the Dread Knight either way. So I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna be crying about it. But that is a pretty sweet model anyway. Like combining those two things, it's some hot robo action. Some hot robo action, which frankly one can never say no to. How often do you feel about the Roman Empire while we're at it? Well, they did a cracking job in England, you know. Then they buggered off. Oh, terrible times. First day back after holidays. Oh, God. Oh, God. You want to extend those holidays to even longer. How long are the holidays these days? We're using Dark Flesh. I thought I'd treat myself to a quality paint because we were having no luck with the previous stuff. 6 weeks? So wait, hold on. Kids are back at school in August, the end of July. Is that right? Flippin' Nora. Is that a new thing? Like, I think you should continue this conversation with your boss. I can't remember where was I going with the conversation. I mean, I'll be happy to. Oh, God. You guys thrash it out together and let me know how long I've got. Deal. Deal. Yeah, this paint is, it's actually weakening on us now. Depends on the area. No, Badger, it's been 6 weeks since forever. Really? Jesus Christ. That's crazy. That's a... Okay. 6 weeks. So tell me... Okay, so... Okay, hold on. So now it's the... What term is it? I've forgotten what they call it. Autumn term thing? How many terms do you have a year? I'm so confused. I'm trying to remember what the hell I did at school. Like, I can't remember that. Some start a little earlier than others. I know, like, I used to have exams sort of in, like, the middle of June, I think. Towards the end of June. Basically round about my birthday or just before. And then we'd break up for school, end of, like, probably first week of July, I think. And then we used to have, like, I swear it was like 2 months. Anyway, long story short, I've been off for a week and now I need to feed and get ready for your comeback stream, baby! I have been exploring the wonderful world of epic 40k scans, though I think a rescale 8mm squat army might be calling to you. Well, that's the sort of thing one could paint in, like, not very long, surely. Here they end mid-June and go back last week of August. It might... I genuinely can't remember. I can't remember. Oh well. That school was long ago, so I don't need to worry about it too much. I suppose. But my brothers have kids, and they're on holiday, or at least they were. I don't know if they're... I assume they're back as well now. Although they are... sort of, 5. No, 4? I don't know, they're an age where they're small. More rescaling and resculpting. Oh, okay. Boarding schools, yeah, well, I was in boarding schools. That probably what did throw things off. I'm going to see if I can have a look. Hold on. When I'm saying this, I'm specifically thinking about my first schools. Hey, Lucian, how's it going, you saucy beast? Oh, my old school's closed down. Lucian, what's going on, dude? Sorry, we're talking about schools. My brain is very frazzled at the moment. I'm just really looking. Your private school had to have 8 weeks summer holiday. Now we have 6 weeks. I mean, this school was very, this boarding school was very good. They couldn't cope once you left. Well, I did leave long ago, so maybe that was it. They just finally, It took them ages to realise that I'd left, and then it failed. It crumbled. Who knows? They're closed now, so they won't be able to tell me. It sucks. Lucian, how was your weekend, dude? What the devil you go? What are you up to? Site name. Please don't be something. One of mine was demolished for housing. You burnt one of yours down. You mysteriously burnt down in a traffic accident. Bloody hell! Well, that's hopefully the firefighters did an excellent job on that. That does take some doing. Yeah, it really does. Okay, school. You know what? I can't be bothered. I don't know why I'm even wasting my time looking at it. Check my phone. Okay. Right. So, what are we all up to today, folks? What are you all? Are you behaving yourselves? Eat it. Get that food, dude. You put the dining room into 4th and tore up the motorway. Folks, yeah. So we have done our plasma gun. Dreadnought. It's okay plasma. It's not great, but it's functional. It's functional plasma. Let's leave it at that. I'm happy enough. Just sort of slowly dabbling away at these boys. Slowly making a little bit of work. We've got to paint this gun. We got some metallic work. We got a little bit of work to do. Obviously, they're not finished, but we're meandering in the right direction. At the speed of a startled slug. Like in Manchester. Bloody hell. I'm going to plead ignorance on that one. I'm looking for paint at the moment. I had some black paint. It's gone AWOL. Well, black paint's gone AWOL, ladies and jelly spoons. By the way, has everyone... Everyone saw these plates that I printed out, right? Like the scenery on the 3D printer. Yeah? We got more scenery to print this week. Not the People's Liberation Army, the PLA, the filament. I thought I'd found my... Well, I did technically find my black paint, but it's not the one I was looking for. All right, we're going to smash some of this on. We're going to smash it real good. All right. Get into bit. Let's do it. Gotta get this brush all wet, though. We need to sort out the print you did. Oh, God, Gabba, we really do. We really... I'm... This wasn't the one you wanted. This is the one I didn't print this one out for you. This was the one I did. We were going to shove an orc in its mouth because its teeth went all like it. He needs a new set of teeth. So we're just going to smash an orc in there instead, or something, or a bit of, or just like a load of blood. It's like as though he's face planted like I don't know, some meaty snack because his teeth fell off. I did print them out for you, so they are somewhere in this room. I just need to locate them. Black like the chasm of clams. What? What? Do I even want to know? Sounds very interesting. You know what? I think there's just something up with this primer. You see that? Oh no, you don't, because I'm not painting on camera because I moved. Oh, sweet! I moved, sweet baby Jesus. I moved, sweet baby Jesus. This way, and forgot. But I can show it. It's just. It's very much misbehaving. Look at that, you see? Been very naughty. An orc's head in its mush? Yeah, exactly. I can't remember the name of the Trench Crusade dude. The Observer. The Observer. Or, you know what? It could be just this paint being absolutely terrible. This paint, I think, might have just gone the way of the devil. That's not even a phrase. Until now. Oh, bugger. I just painted. I put black on the leather. We're gonna get this paint can bugger off. Go away, foul beast. Where is model color black? Found it. All right, I got it. You never seen a Johnny? I have seen a. Oh God, yes, yep. Sorry. Yes, no. I'm with you now. I'm with you. I completely know what you're talking about. My brain. It was too early for my brain to go in that direction. Did we ever find out what caused him to go? Like, did we ever find any backstory to why he was like that? Too raw. Well, because it's been across a range of paints. I think it's definitely a primer issue. So we're absolutely destroying it with maximum thick paint now. Actually, no, there wasn't. There's too much water on that brush. We're just smashing thick paint on. Look at that. Good enough for Disney. Ah, beautiful stuff. Well, it was a mixture of like crap old paint and me not having a cup of tea to hand. I think that's mostly it. Lack of tea causes major issues. I have coffee, but you know, coffee frankly is weak in comparison to the powers and strength that tea possesses. But then we all know that, ladies and jelly spoons. Sunshine. Doolally is my grandma. Caffeine. Are you not into caffeine, Gabba? Don't be afraid of it. It's good for you. Like normally I have my so the weekend I normally have my last coffee of the day about 20 minutes before I go to bed. Like sometimes I'm not really into, like, I hate putting a mug down of coffee or tea and leaving it to go cold. I hate it. Sometimes if I got coffee left for some reason in my mug and it's actually bedtime is upon me, I go, screw this, I'm not wasting coffee, and then neck the coffee and then do my teeth and then go and pass out. Looking like a group of absolute badasses. Yeah, we did a little bit of work on them on Friday's stream that we did. A very cheeky one. I am happy with it. I am happy with it. I am leaving old Power Fist McGee separate. I think looking at the paint, I would like to do like a painting video. I don't want to say a tutorial really anymore. But I'd like to do a painting video, but I want to make sure the paint's got a good base layer, so I'm going to reprime him. So I'm not entirely... I think that was Wraithbone, which is I've had for a while, I just not used. So maybe I just didn't jiggle it as much as it needed. I normally jiggle the bollocks out of it, truth be told, but I think in this situation, maybe I failed in the mission. Avian, oi oi, how's it going, dude? Happy? That's it, that's the question. Are you happy? Happy Monday. Going on, dude? Welp went and ordered mini Gundams from Japan. Al, control yourself. I'm aware that's rich coming from me, but... I mean, I suppose someone has to buy Gundam, right? Why shouldn't it be you? That's the real question. Picked up a box of Mark II Marines, a haha journal, and the Mechanicum Liber. I'm still mulling over. Like, I think I'll probably get a box of those Marines. Do the contrast primers have slightly less adhesion than the other primers? Yeah, but like it was barely, no paint was like, for example, you see that on this left robo leg? It's basically no paint at all was sticking to it. Like at least with the contrast paints when you put it on, like a film of the paint stays over the entire miniature, but all the pigment sort of goes wee, makes that noise as it sort of maneuvers down south. But like nothing stuck to it. It is slightly tinted, but like literally. That's because I think I went over it with an ink afterwards, and even that didn't stick. Which leads me to think that the primers might not have been jiggled enough as it should have been, or I mean, the thing was, I don't go around after it's primed. I don't really go around, you know, sort of touching the miniatures. So I'm relatively sure it's not like a sort of like, you know, bit of oil from fingers and such things. Painted a Mark II Sergeant 4 times. Managed to break its sword. They're going to find some old Marine conversion bits to fix the sword. What about, does it have to be a sword? Could it be a mace? Could it be a bonking stick? Yeah, so I kind of, so it does need a spritz of something. Mace to the face. It's a Dark Angel. Yeah, but Dark Angels surely have more weapons than just swords. Like, or do they like, yo, we're gonna keep all the weapons, all the fancy special weapons, not let anyone else have them. We're gonna keep them in the big vault, but only swords. Only swords? Because otherwise we don't look like a proper Dark Angel. We're not allowed a mace. We're not allowed a bonking stick. We're not allowed a axe. Not allowed any, like, bow staffs. For some reason. Sais, also nunchucks, nothing like that. Weirdly, they're not allowed ninja weapons. Because they're Dark Angels. They're very... not much to them to make them special. They're just like swords. Swords and plasma and nothing else. Why they're very boring. Sorry. Only swords content. Sorry, Ragnar. Sorry, Avian. I'm just joking. Don't hate me too much. Though I guess a mace would work. A mace would work, actually. Yeah. Did I hear you talking nonsense? Just facts. Spitting actual facts, Ragnar. What I do. Ninja weapons go to the Raven Guard. True. Very true. You don't see them with the bow staff though, do you? Actually, no. Librarians, they have librarian wizard staffs. But they're not really like a bow staff or a pair of katanas or some, like, I don't know. So those things. Exactly what you said, Gabba. I do like to waffle about actual, like, truths. Actual truths. Not like my truth, which is all we all know that means utter bollocks. There's truth, and that's it. Too much talk, not enough action. How dare you? Typical Ultramarine. I got itch right somewhere, like right there. Go to the Raven Guard again, or the White Scars. I can't believe you said that. Listen. One has to have dialogue, otherwise one doesn't make any progress. You can't just go to the violence straight away, right? Ponto? Okay, you're talking like actual weaponry. I've got no idea. I don't know. The only reason I'm saying those weapons is because I was playing Call of Duty the other night. And I'm very sad about this. I missed out on an event where you could get Ninja Turtle skins, right? And Shredder. And, like the Foot Soldier outfit, you know, like the black with the purple sort of headgear. So, like, in Call of Duty, you can... ridiculous. So you can unlock a bow staff, the swords, nunchucks, sais, and I think throwing stars as well. Hey, what's up, Connie? How you doing, dude? How was your weekend? Guandao is what the White Scars have. I had no idea what the white... I don't even know. This sounds like a weapon, right? Is it a weapon? Or is it a hairstyle? I don't know, Gabba. You're going to have to translate. And or educate. The lion is... I know, but he's boring. That's the problem with the lion. He's just dull. He's a dullard. Oh, it's a fancy name for a glaive? Oh, okay. Cheers, dude. I can leave it to you to explain sword naming conventions of the Japanese. Connie, do you know all the sword naming conventions of the Japanese peoples? They got the pointy ones and the slicey ones. Nice. Get that food, dudes. Get a big sandwich. Get a big old sandwich. Right. What the hell were we doing? Not a rhetorical question. It's, we were painting. So, we're going to whip out the dark flesh again. Oh, it's Chinese? Makes sense. Yeah. Makes sense. I also have, like, no idea, like... I get very confused. Get very confused with this, with these weaponries. Weaponry talk, like, I only know, like, shooters. Like, that is the term, shooter. You know, the thing with the trigger is a shooter. Even if it's a crossbow, still a shooter. That's it. Whip out the dark flesh. I am. Always. Always knew you were an orc. Give me them fucking shooter. Oh, yeah. We do... We will get around to painting some orcs. Some century. Good colour this was. Why did they stop it? Why did they stop it? Or maybe... Hold on, is this... How close is this to Doombull Brown? Close-ish, vaguely? It might be closely. And other words as well. Brush is way too big. Why am I using this? You're a Warhammer, and maybe you have the answer. What is the question? I mean, I can give you answers to most things, whether or not they're actually based in reality or just how I'm feeling at that particular time of the day. Have I had a cup of tea? Is that going to cause issues? Why do you guys show the contents of the Saturday? I know they fucked up. Connie, because you know they fucked up. I mean, like as we know, various companies are selling it basically like 35% off, which is redonkulous. Absolutely bananas is what it is. I reckon. Did I just put paint in my eyeball? It feels like I might have put paint in my eyeball. Only time will tell if my eye slowly turns a reddish brown color. And where is Horus Heresy? Like, for example, hold on. Itchy eye socket. Where's Wayland Games? Apparently the box isn't selling. It is not selling. Let me show you. Let me give you some words. I'm going to give you some words, all right? Okay. These words are basically the truth, the whole truth, and a various amount of other truths. So, if we look at Element Games, for example, they've still got stuff in stock. 34 more on the way. Bananas. Bananas. And they're selling it at 15% off. £165.75. With a hiccup. Hold on. It is a Dominion box of Horus Heresy, yes. I mean, the price... Yeah, exactly. That's what I hear, Lucian. Well, I think it's a lot more complicated to put an army list together nowadays. Connie? Like, there's all kind of bollocks up in your face, which you don't want. No, I know it's a standard rate, Avian, but then again, you go to Alchemist Workshops. They're at 30%. 334 in stock. Look at that number. Look at it. And weep. Horus Heresy 2.0. This box set would have gone. We were waiting donkey's years. Absolute donkey's years. For this to come out again. Were we not? I could, or maybe I'm mistaken. My memory is actually terrible. They're selling it 30% off. Yeah? 334 in stock. Then you go to Wayland Games. They're just going, screw this. 35% off. Avian. Would GW take... Well, they'd have to do a buyback, wouldn't they? I can't imagine them doing that, though. Like, have they ever done that? Like, Dominion. Did they ever buy all those back? So they got 35... Wayland Games has 35% off. They're... As I understand it... You buy... The companies buy them at 60% of the... cost, right? My maths is terrible. I think they buy it at 60% off, like 60% of the cost. So 35% is they're barely making anything to pay their staff and storage costs. Buy that for Connie. Unless they're sale or return. Connie can pay you and give you a beer. Yeah, well, that's because Cruel Boys are shit. Gabba, that's the problem. Yeah, the Swamp Orcs, they were just terrible. So anyway, 35% off, but also, this is what I'm eyeing up at the moment. The Mark II Tactical Geezers, 35% off as well. Normally, as you say, 15 to 20% off. 35% off these bad boys. This is all I personally would like. This one and Silly Bollocks. this geezer. I would like this geezer and these geezers. 20 dudes. 20. 20, baby. 34 quid. And pocket change. They look like more like they came from Moria. Yeah, they just like... I mean, the thing is, we used to have hobgoblins. I just didn't like how they did the cruel boys in Age of Sigmar. But then again, Age of Sigmar, not massively sold on it either as a thing. Mark II looks great. They're very saucy boys. And at this price, you might as well get 3. Right? You might as well get 3. This is some maths for you. 105% off. 105. That's 3 times 35%. That's how maths works. You just add all the percents together and you can minus it off. 60 geezers. Yes. Except for the turret. You like the whole box except for the turret? Problem is, like, I'm not bothered about the rules. Don't care for like the stuff to actually play the game. I like the geezers. I mean, as I said in the past, I would paint like the Saturnine things. I've painted one already, like a printed one, admittedly. I mean, I'd paint those and like I could go, oh yeah, YouTube project. Problem is, like, I just don't know. I am running out, literally running out of Marines to paint, Connie. It's ridiculous. I'm having to print them just to keep up with demand. Connie. By the way, I can't remember. Had you seen Old Misery Guts, Conrad? Turret looks very out of sorts. And his flesh cape. I'm so glad I managed to... That is a sweet... Look at that cape. Oh! Bloody amazing. Literally bloody amazing. Where's his head gone? All right. So we've got his bonce. Hello. Hello. It does stick in there properly, but you know, haven't glued it in yet. And we got his hands. We had to use a different resin. And I suppose we got his arms as well, not just his hands. Hello. So we are going to be painting this boy. I really like this one. Oh, it's such a nice mint skull. That is, yeah. Why, Kurz? You collecting Night Lords? I mean, I read the book. And you know how it is. You just, there you go. That's how you start collecting a new army. You read a book, you like the lore and go, oh, Betty. Why not? Be rude not to. Emo boy. Night Lords are pretty fun to paint if you do the lightning. Do they have to have lightning though? Like I know they like the midnight clad bollocks. But they what's with the lightning? Thunderbolts of lightning, very, very frightening, as we know. Which book? The Night Lords Omnibus. No, not the blue song. Do you have Dawn? I do have Dawn. Somewhere. It's why I started. Yeah, it's the problem. It's why I hate reading, but like I love reading books, but also they are an issue. They are an issue. Better get rid of this flesh cape. But yeah, we do have a lot of blue to paint in our future. For example, we got this Ultra Lad right here. With his... Like, I'm not entirely sure. Like, he's got massive calves. He's obviously sculpted like me. He's got massive calves. Well, actually, his legs would be as well, but we will be painting this Ultra Lad at some point. White Scar books are better than Night Lords? Really? Is that a truth, or is that your reality? That's just short stories. They all get killed. There are lots of short stories, and the Primarch book also shows up to be ganked by the Ultramarines and the Dark Angels. Yeah. Well, he knew it. Well, who offed him? It was some assassin, right, by the name of Ebenezer Good. Is it a Calidus assassin? I get confused with the various blends of assassins. Damn it, the paint's drying out. Shit. Sevatar, though, is a great character. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read those books again. Like, I really enjoyed that book. Like, way more than I expected to. It was that cursed GW manager that I went into the... As one does when you go to a new town which has a GW store in one, has an amble in that direction. But I went to this town for some reason. I think I was with my brother and his family, and they were doing some fun fair thing, which was giving me a headache. And GW was around the corner, so I popped over there, and he talked me into it. He said he too also hated the Night Lords until he read this book. And I thought, well, I'll see if you're talking crap or not. Unfortunately, he wasn't. It was a bloody good book. Assassin apparently then ejected into space. Really? On purpose? They were picked up, right? Machene. That's exactly the name, yeah. Seriously, Badger, when ADB is not writing them, the Night Lords are written as moustache-twirling villains. Hey, listen, what's wrong with that? That's bloody amazing. I've had to put my bloody other book to the side. Salamander book. I just can't do it anymore. I'm having to locate another book to read, which is not written by that person. When I ambled through about Brighton a few weeks ago, I genuinely stumbled upon a Warhammer. So that's the one I used to go to. Resisted Temptation. Chicken. Martian Sheen. Okay. Gamers are easily seduced to the dark side of buying stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. No, the Sally books are not great. Yeah, it's the omnibus. I'm just really suffering. I can't be doing it. I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I don't do illicit materials, but I was thinking maybe if I spent one weekend just absolutely off my face, I could just speed read it and never have to return to it. But that's never going to happen. So there we go. Nick Kime, yeah, that's the one. Actor Badger from APOC. No, I know. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm with you now. I did wonder if you meant Martin Sheen. I thought, oh, Martian. They're adding the whole Adeptus Mechanicus slant to it. Somehow. Anyway, folks, I've got no idea what I'm streaming tomorrow. Got zero bloody. What am I going to do tonight? I'm glad you asked. I'm going to probably watch some more Sharp. Sharp is probably on the agenda. Unless I can find... unless I can find my... I don't have a DVD player for my computer, which is terrible. So I could potentially have watched Starship Troopers, but... No! Old Jaguar Paw? Did you watch Murderbot? I don't even know if I have access to that. That's the problem. Like a lot of these, I get a lot of people suggest things, and these are all on like... So I don't do Netflix and all that bollocks. I don't have access to some of these things that, if they're suggested, just so that we're aware. Bloodsport. Ooh, Bloodsport's always a good one. Oh, it's on Crapple TV? Yeah, no. I don't go anywhere near Crapple anymore. Ever since they fucked me over back on the 3rd gen iPod, they can fuck off with their shit customer service. Generally what I think of Apple, I hate them. Sorry. I hate thinking about it because it's very frustrating. I had like 120 gigabyte music thingy. Is it 120 gigabyte 3rd gen Apple iPod thing? Is that right? In my brain, it seems right. Anyway, it got completely nuked. And it just deleted, like... I'm still really frustrated by it. Hardware, no, that's a good old... Say what you really mean. Apple versus Disney, equally shite. Apple is the tech version of Disney, and vice versa. They're both equally shit. People have been they're just bought over because of like historical, they used to be good. No. They've always been evil. Evil! This music's very apt. I actually feel quite frustrated now. I've got to calm down. You never wanted to buy Apple products, but I had my MasterCard hacked. Is that how you buy an Apple product? Yeah, wasn't my fault someone hacked it, but now I have this thing, and now I just got to use it, right? Someone used all your money on iTunes. Jesus Christ. I called in and got all your money back, so I can't say anything bad about their customer service. I mean, when was the 3rd gen iPod? Like the turn of the millennium, right? iPod? Why can you... iPod... It wasn't an iPod Touch, it was just like the 3rd generation. 2003. What a beast. What an absolute beast this was. It had glowy buttons, monochrome screen. Yeah. 2003. Okay, so I had this thing, and while it worked, it was good. But their customer service was shite. Utter travesty. And they might be good now, but unfortunately they've lost me forever. Not that they'll care anyway. I want to see how many gigabytes. Oh, 120. That's wishful thinking. It would have been... It might have been 40 gigabytes. I don't think it was 20. I think it might have been 40 gigabytes. Maybe. Anyway. All my entire music collection was nuked. When I plugged it into my computer, it just went completely tits up. Deep breaths. Right. Well, let's go back to painting before we get too sidetracked and grumble too much. Oy. I got 3 months free subscription of Apple TV. You will never buy anything. I mean, look, I know people in this chat have Apple. All right, I don't judge them for having it. I judge them for other reasons entirely, but that's all right. There's always going to be an evil company out there anyway. Music stopped. What, Connie? What? Blood Angels or death? We do have some Blood Angels to paint. Obviously, as a long-time fan. Amazon, Disney, yeah. I mean, the problem is there's only so many companies you can purge from interacting with. Like from a sort of what's the word I'm looking for? From a moral standpoint, there's only so well. Ideally, it would be lovely to not have to deal with any of these companies, right? Because they're all evil in their own way. However, unless you're ridiculously rich, I just don't see how you can avoid having to interact with some of them. You and your eye Connie, listen. Wasn't 100% talking about you. I've purged. Yeah, well, I haven't purged AK because I do like their paints. I've just purged Apple instead. But yeah, there's only, I don't know. There's only so much one can, I suppose, purge. I think we all have our battles. Oh, exactly, Connie, exactly. I mean, you all know I grumble about a little bit about bloody Disney. But there are, you know, this bit of music also reminds me of that little bit in, is it Serenity or an episode of Firefly? Just a little bit of string action. Not the G-string action. I don't think they have any of that going on. Technically it's the execs and so on, not the companies themselves. That's why I'm always a bit forget. Well, exactly, Lucian. I mean, exactly. But the thing is, like, I'm very happy with PC, so I can quite happily avoid grapple left, right, and center. I don't think they really have a service or a thing that I can't find elsewhere. Do you know what I mean? If they did something which only they do and no other company did, then, you know, that I needed with a capital needed, then maybe I'd have to seriously judge myself as I purchased that thing. I'd be like, you really letting the side down today, Jolien? Utter shambles. Then I'd be like, yes, I know, but no other companies do this thing, and you really need this thing. Need the hell out of it. For me, it's a local bakery with horrible notions about asking for tips when I get... Oh, no. They've not gone American, have they, Connie? You guys taking on gigantic corporations and you taking on a local cafe? Yeah. Problem is, Connie, I mean, I do completely agree. That local cafe is going to feel that a lot more than me ignoring a gigantic corporation. But like that whole tipping thing is just, every so often I see on, is it bloody X? Some of these platforms, like, see images of like suggested tippings. Like, yeah, you should be tipping 30%. And if we've done really well, 60% and shit like that. It's like, what the no? What? Like, I don't really mind someone requesting tips after I've sat in. Yeah. No, Connie, dude, I do understand. I'm with you on it. Like, I only tip if the service has been actually worthy of giving them the tip. If it's someone just boiling a cup of some water and smashing it in there and be like, yo, 50% extra, please. Thank you very much. I can do that myself. Stick it to the small guy. I know, but the thing is, like, a lot of these, I don't know. Ireland's minimum wage is fine as well. Exactly. Like, I know, I do find it very strange. Though admittedly, I do feel guilty on occasion, especially coming in here and not always subscribing. Well, you should. Everyone should be. I'm not. Hold on. I'm not going to go down the route of that one streamer. I can't remember what's her name. Anyway, that one streamer who basically shamed everyone in the chat for going, if you can't afford $5, you can fuck off, basically. I can't remember the name. Like, I can kind of visualize her. That one. Yes, that one. Badger about to shame us? No. You literally have to pay me to shame you. Once tipping is an excuse for employers to pay the... I know, Ragnar. Yeah, exact. That's the one. Invader V. That was, yes. That did the rounds. What, like, that like 3 or 4 years ago or something? You said that. We're gonna paint this gun thing during COVID. Yeah, even better. Even better. When all the like little shops and stuff were barely, could barely open, and all the big corporations could stay open, like all the big supermarkets. Oh, we just painted her butt cheek. So, Chris, how you doing, dude? What's going on? Happy Monday to you. What's going on? We do most. I won't lie. We do mostly chatting on this stream. These are some 3D printed things. I have been slowly warming up a sort of Catachan army of sorts. So these were some test ones that we've been vaguely painting on stream. But just so you know that we do paint. I'll show you 3 miniatures that I've done in the last couple of weeks. So we just finished this guy today, his plasma gun at least. This Dreadnought for my Ultramarine second company. Very nice, I like him. But Free Guard. I'm actually way happier with this paint, how this paint job came out. I was not expecting to like it. I was thinking it was a bit too kind of... The colors were a bit too basically, basic. Red and blue. And then yellow, basically, with the gold. I was worried it was a bit too... It's a bit too sort of like, kids building toys, like Lego colors or something. But very happy with that. So if we do a further army with this, then we will run with that. And then the Saturnine... hello. Dreadnought we printed. Dreadnought. Terminator. Yeah. A lot of... I enjoyed painting that one. So no mandatory tipping? Yeah, exactly, Ragnar. In fairness, her content was worth subbing for. She sat there all day. Connie, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's hard to do. Oh, yeah. Well, it is. Finding something to talk about all the time. I run my mouth for about... Currently, I've had verbal diarrhea since 4 o'clock today. I've been running my mouth virtually non-stop. It does get a bit exhausting. Lego colors, it's all I could think of, Lucian. I couldn't figure out what to call it. But do you know what I mean? Those Lego bricks. Mars, hello. You got sausage and for some reason I just read you said sausage fingers. I was like, what? That's a weird thing to come into conversation with. Chris, by the way, I do dual stream to Twitch as well. And Twitch, I do dual stream to YouTube. So if you see me talking to someone and you're like, who the bloody hell is he talking to? Has he lost his mind? The answer is probably yes, but also I might be talking to someone on another platform. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more, say no more. You got a sausage and bacon roll from your new local cafe, where I have relocated your business to. They're a bit pricey, £5.40. It was a bit super, I will say. Wait, what? How big was this sausage and bacon roll? Was it frickin' ginormous? I'm all right, Muzz. It does. I remember the streaming days. We all remember the streaming days, Connie. Is this your day job? It's a very good question. I'm glad you asked. I don't know. Painting well, we're doing I've just opened the commissions again. I also do 3D printing. So I will be selling, for example, once I get the web page up and running, I also sell like 3D prints of scenery and miniatures and things. So we just printed out this one, in fact, which I'm really very chuffed with this. I've been banging on about how happy I am with this print. That'll do for now. Oh, God, that's my face. Sorry about that. So I will be selling these sorts of things as well. I've mostly kind of got fantasy scenery. I do have a bit of a thing for More Time, which is the best game of all time, as we know. I'm a bit kind of skewed in that way when it comes to scenery. I do have a bit of do I have any merchant licenses for any sci-fi stuff? I do, but it's mostly like cursed L-shaped buildings for tournament play. Senior Badger. What's up, Chad? How's it going, you saucy beast? You'd be knackered chatting? Yes. That would explain that? Hold on, what would explain what, Connie? I am talking to you. Hey! I was convinced my Twitch was skipping chats. Yeah, no, sorry, Connie. Yeah, I do dual stream to old YouTube. Now, in the good old days, we used to have merged chat, which looked like this. Unfortunately, I discovered that Twitch don't like that. They're afraid of the YouTube chat. YouTube, I love you. Love you. It's Twitch which hates you for some reason. All right, Chad. Peace out, Cub Scout. It was a good sized BAP. I love a good, good sized BAPs. And she was pleasant. Wait, hold on. We just merged our sentences together. The role was pretty big as we have, you filthy rascal. Right. BAPs. Exactly, Fluent Code. Yes. At least we're all with the same infantile level of humor. All right. How you doing? Welcome back. Yeah, what did you eat, dude? I don't know what I'm eating tonight. Massive sandwich or something, probably. I don't know if that's... Might be. Might be. Papillon. Oh. What do you like in your Kiev? I know that's a very personal question. But I'm going to be bold and ask you. I just like the garlic ones, truth be told. But I remember there was like a phase when they used to be filled with cheese and bacon as well. That's all like that's it. I'm sure there were other weird concoctions out there when it comes to Kievs. But chicken and cheese and bacon? I think that was the one. Correct me if I'm wrong. My youngest brother was a massive fiend. I think he still is a fiend for a Kiev, truth be told. But when he was like, you know, younger, he was all about a chicken Kiev. I think you're a dead. You're painted that color now, though. There are options. Well, I don't know what you're standing on. You might be a bit of alien now. In the mid 90s, I'm pretty sure I seem to remember seeing a cheese and bacon stuffed Kiev, some variety. But I could be absolutely hallucinating. You know, I could be just completely off my mind. Oh, hello. What's the water like over here? Delicious, very drinkable, very nutritious, and full of likes and subscribes. Well, that's what I hear. How is dude? How's your stuff going on at the moment? What are you, the old teaching stuff? How is that progressing? Wait, you're a mod here? Yeah? You not remember? You used to be a mod in my Twitch chat as well, dude. I mean, generally that shit ends up on the baking tray when inevitably split. Well, exactly. In fact, that is very true. That is very true. It does have that habit, which is quite frustrating to see. He does have quite the flat top. How it's fluent coded is not. It is not. So I'm trying to write music for games. And so far working on a few projects. Are you working on any absolute bangers? Because I for some, in my mind, dude, I can't remember what the hell I was thinking about. I think I was thinking about you writing some music for something, but I had something in my mind. I was like, shit, and I've forgotten it. Other than that, starting to teach piano properly in September. Are you going to be doing the scales, or are you going to be doing like, we're going to teach you how to do some absolute bangers? Two keyboards at the same time. Yeah, that kind of action. Rocking out. Hair going all over the place. Baps? I don't know. Spend most of my time thinking about that. You are still a mod. Yeah, you are. You are still a mod here. Yeah, look at me being able to see the screen properly. All the scales and all the bangers. Those lucky people. What age range are you going to teach? Anything with a pulse, or like people you can actually have a conversation with and actually value your time and vice versa? Or it's like just going to value what's in their wallet. Yes, we're going to teach you. No, they can't remember anything. No, we're going to teach them. Many pounds, many thingies per hour. Euros. 90 to 95 only. Hold on. Oh, those are the only bangers. I haven't painted the rest of her shoulder pad. Jeez. Leathery bits. They focus for 10 minutes on stream. Jesus, you muppet. 6 to 7. Really? What? You're not gonna get any of those like those little those, you know when they get you started at like 3 or 4. Yes, we're going to make a career for you, but you're only 3, so you've got no say in it at all. You're going to become a piano wizard, and that's all you're going to do. We're going to do piano wizardry, and that's it. Baps. Oh, I think Fluent Code is very aware. I don't know. I could be mistaken. Could be very mistaken. So tomorrow's stream, we have our serious hat on for a few minutes. Just a few. Then what we're going to do? Probably not paint these guys, because there's only so much of these I can actually tolerate painting. God no. That's the spirit. I don't think I could do that at all. I don't like teaching is like not my thing. Like interacting with I was going to say humans in person is, I don't know. I don't think I have a good enough whatever it is needed to teach. Level of patience potentially. I think that might be it. You don't need that kind of insecurity in your life. No, absolutely. Right. You should do a wildly out of the blue cooking with Badger stream tomorrow. I can't. Well, the thing is, I always threatened like years. I don't know. We've been streaming 7 years now, so we're not really going to be able. We're not really going to do it. I did threaten years ago that if we ever hit partner, I'd bake a cheesecake. Evidently, there was we didn't make that, so there was no cheesecake. Which just goes to show people don't really like cheesecake as much. This, because I was going to send it to people as well. Not with that attitude, you can't. Oh, I had to. Well, we used to. It was all groovy. Where are we? Here we go. Good. I don't think I really got the setup for cooking stream. Wouldn't even know what the hell to cook, truth be told. I'll donate a tenner towards your goal for a cheesecake stream. No, that's very generous of you. That's very generous of you. The cheesecake stream, literally, that's an unlockable thing towards like if we ever hit partner. That has always, it's been written in stone basically since time immemorial. Screw it. That's the word I'm going to use anyway. They've got wristbands on. What color are we going to do those? I'm not going to go red. Probably just going to be more leather. It's like, how much leathery bits can we do? Yeah. They should totally be. You reckon? They've already got like. She's gonna have dark hair, but she's also got a headband on, which is going to be red. They've got the weird like. Is this still a thing? By the way, like tying. I never understood it in the, was it the 80s or whenever it was? There was like, you should see some sort of in action films. Was it action films or was it wrestlers? I'm thinking of. They used to have like a something very tight around their bicep, like a bit of string or like a band like this. Like why? All set. That's true. I mean, that is incredibly 70s though, like and early 80s, like the headbands and wrist. Do people still wear headbands? Am I missing out on it? Because I don't see people wearing it. Increases vascularity. What, around the muscles? Is that what, like, obviously we're not, like, whenever I went to the gym, I didn't really do, you know, upper body weights. Because I was working for Lion King at the time. I was getting quite, like, the workout with lifting already. But I always used to do leg stuff and swimming. And then I used to bike into work as well. So I got rather large thighs and calves, but not like every day was leg day. It was virtually no arm day, as far as I was concerned. But I can't remember seeing anyone with wearing sweatbands and these are the baseball caps, yeah. And I guess really remember, truth be told. Be red, it's a stink lack of red. I will do red then. To make the muscles look bigger. Was that really just it? And the pump keeping blood in the muscles to look big. Was that literally just it? They just tied the blood in. Like Grandad Badger, do people wear headbands? Rena. Fair enough. Headbands are still cool, just ask Daniel LaRusso. Very true. Very true. Okay, we're going to put a bit of Mephiston red in. All right, just for you. Lovely lot. I've not watched Karate Kid in a hot minute, though. Maybe I should remedy that. Okay, so we're going to wear red. Well, not we. They. I'm not entirely... Okay. Bloody hell, they all have them. Or ask Johnny, the true hero of the story. Really? Look at that. Do you see that? I believe it's called a talk band. A woman in England found a Viking one on the beach while walking a dog. It was solid gold and valued over $1 million. Really? So, what, the Vikings were running around just all absolutely roided up with those things. Is that what's going on? As a Dane, I need to demand that back. Yoink! No, ours. You were pilfering our stores. Well, probably our stores as well, and our shores then. You shouldn't have let it go. Very naughty. That is bloody expensive, though. Jesus Christ. I thought you were talking about the chords they tie around. No, I was. Ultimate Warrior. Yes, that's who I had in mind. I've completely forgotten his name, Lucian. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Or just give me the money if you can't find it. Yeah, I can't find the money. I can't give you. Sorry. Watch that in your own time and come back to me about who is a hero of Karate Kid. Well, at the end of it, right? Just after Daniel, crane kicks the bollocks out of Johnny, he congratulates him, right? At the end. Is that correct? Or am I mistaken on that? Like he sort of, I can't quite remember the scene in my brain. It was just a couple of monasteries. And the rest. Not my fault they were somehow located. I know. I'm not blaming you. This was in the good old days. High Farm. Things were different. Right. Okay, this is painters. This primer has been a complete O-rag. I just did that. I do believe it. We need to do a headband. I knew there was something else. I was looking at it going, there's something missing. A sweet headband. Thank you, Badger Months. Alright, a little bit more. Enjoying painting. This primer was not great. England did get some sort of revenge during the Napoleonic War when they sailed to Copenhagen and sunk our fleet, and that was it for the Danes as a military power. But we had to, show we had to put our foot down quickly. Honestly, my history is absolutely terrible. High farm. I like I've said it before. I wish, like when I was being taught history at school, I didn't enjoy it. I don't know if it was like either the teacher not being particularly great. Like obviously I think he was very knowledgeable at it, but I just like the way he was teaching it was just didn't work with me at all. But looking back at things now, I wish I'd sort of tried to pay a little bit more attention to history. Sucks. But I'm gonna have to smash this all over her hair because it's just not behaving at all, not sticking where it needs to go. Got a flag. Nope. Yoink, you do now. Eddie Izzard? Chance? God, it's been done. I used to have that stand-up set on... Bloody hell, would it have been video? Yeah, it would have been video. Not watched that one in donkeys yet. But we are going to have to... We have got a little bit of green paint, excuse me, on his forearm. It isn't a shadow, and frankly, I only noticed it when holding it at sort of that angle. Like right there-ish. So I don't know if we really need to worry about fixing it. I'll know it's there, which is irritating. Passport? What? I did just go and get a new... Did actually get a passport, what are they called? Thing? What's the phrase? Well, I had to check my passport because I was not entirely sure if it's in date. I think it is, but I think I'm probably due to get it, I'm going to say refunded, remade. Apparently it only takes 3 weeks, so that should be okay. It's been a hot minute since I've actually needed it, but I thought, well, if it's going out of date, I'll probably get it tarted up, and then I'll be able to go on holiday. Hypothetically, like in a land and a time where I can go on holiday. Good to have one just in case. First the government's taken our porn, now it's taken our gaming. Wait, what? Wait, what? Reno? What am I missing here? ID required for both? What? Sorry, this is complete. I've been playing Call of Duty all weekend. Evidently, the world has just completely passed me by. What the bollocks is going on? Paint 3 minis at once. Like WoW. Thank you very much. It's a, you know, it's a technique. Only true legends develop over time. Xbox need ID. Wait. This is bananas. Not seen that. Access 18 plus sites. You looking at titties? No. There's an age verification for Discord as well. Oh my god. What the... What is this? Online Safety Act? Oh my god. Okay, I know nothing about this. Whatever it is, I've completely... Okay, hold on. Oh, it's to protect children. Oh, that's how they do it. That's how they do it. Protect children. And then they can just allow all... They can sneak in everything else. Around the sides. And then sue... Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, well that's okay because I didn't have an Xbox. I assume this is this PlayStation as well. To indicate their accounts. So age verification. So what? You're gonna have to do what? Passport photos, driving license. And how do you know this company is going to be legit and keep your details safe? Like, do they immediately scrap it once you've confirmed that you're actually as old as you say you are? And it's all because the bloody kids. Don't allow the kids on the internet. Bang. Problem solved. Exactly, Reno. Exactly. It is the parents' guard. Exactly. Well, looks like I'm going to be doing a lot of age verification. Well, bugger. What have I got to say about that? Anyway, well, we have done a little bit of painting. We've done our plasma glow. We have started working on some red armbands and things. We will finish these eventually. I think I'm actually happy with, like, it was more like a test for my Catachans. Like, I do like the kind of green we've ended up with. We haven't done like a jungle camouflage kind of thing. It wasn't really my intention to sort of fully paint it. It was more like just to see if we can come up with a nice looking green. I have done. At least I like it. It's not really kind of I think it's the right sort of green. We could try another variation. I do want to try like a bit more olive sort of actually that's almost the same color. This is actually olive green. Well, we could try a bit more like this as well at some point. I do agree. Red things, yeah, it's very cool. And the fleshy bits, which was frankly the thing I like painting the most. I'm happy with the fleshy bits, I think. VPNs work for some sites. You know what? I still don't use a VPN. I know that people have been banging on about VPNs for donkey's years. Try NordVPN. Try something else VPN. I have no idea. I have no idea about any of these things. Because generally, like, I've not needed it. I don't think so, at least. Or maybe I have needed it and just been naive. Even though I've been on the internet since 1995. Or was it 94? 94, 95? Quite a while anyway. Right, so let me have a look. So what have we... What time is it? It's coming up to 8 o'clock. So... What are we going to do? Are we going to do? What are you all up to for the rest? What's the word? Distracting. Okay. Right, there's my face. That's much less distracting. Okay, we can have a quick look. I am absolutely parched. I need a shower. I need food. I need to do a whole bunch of things. I'm just really wondering if there's anyone remotely... I was really... There was someone I had in mind to go and... that I wanted to go and raid, who I've not... had a chance to raid. They don't appear to be painting. Or streaming, for that matter, which is slightly irritating. Terrible. They should really be streaming. But that's okay. That's fine. We will locate someone else. Maybe we'll just... well, then they're not actually streaming at all at the moment, so that's absolutely fine. What we're going to do is we are going to go and raid her. We will go and raid. Taking forever. I don't know what we're painting. I don't. There we go. We're going to go and say hello to Zombella. I saw she was streaming, so we're going to go and say hello to her. Folks on YouTube, we don't raid on YouTube, so I do apologise, but we are back tomorrow. I can't spell. Copy and paste the thing if you're on Twitch. I do apologise, folks. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Copy and paste the thing which is most suitable. If you're subscribed, there's a subscribe thing. If not, there's the unsubscribed version. We are... You mean a heathen building a gunpla kit? Well, someone has to, I suppose. Otherwise, it's a waste of plastic. Enjoy that, Muzz. Flunkite, I hope you have a lovely stream this evening. We're going to go and raid Zombella today. Let's get this raid underway. I'm back tomorrow at 4 o'clock UK time. And that's basically all I have to say. Thank you very much. Stupid. Was that a commercial? I would like to say thank you very much for the follow, and thank you very much for the subscribe. Look after yourselves, toodles, and all of that good stuff. Thank you, and goodbye.